I hear that heater on back there. Y'all, I'm not having a good morning. I couldn't even, I could sleep, but not really sleep last night. As y'all know, a dude got kids. It's complicated already trying to be a mom. But I know that I want it better for me and my kids, right? Let me cut this heater off because it's going to drive me insane. But I want it better for me and my kids. I wanted to get my credit up. I wanted to do things, okay? Y'all, I went up there to make a payment, and the more I said out my mouth, I just can't believe how stupid I was. Not even stupid, because the way it was told to me is the way it's supposed to have been. Good morning, Ms. V. I pray all is well on your end. I'm not having a good morning. I'm sick to my stomach. Let me just say what happened, and I understand it's gonna be crazy, but I'm just gonna say it flat out. So when I went up there, it was to make a payment on my card because the online thing had done changed. It was asking for information that I never used to put in before. And so many scams happen in the world. You be like, because they actually told me at one point, Georgia Power, someone hacked into their system where they had the same phone number and this, that, and the third. It wasn't the real Georgia Power. So I was like, I'm scared of that. So I actually went to the car dealership to pay for the car. The owner ended up seeing my car. He know me. So he like, man, you ride around you in that old car. Let me see. Let me just see how many miles you got on the car. I'm finna buy that from you, right? So I'm like, how you gonna buy something from me? I ain't even finished paying off my car. He said to me literally, that don't matter. That don't matter. I'm still gonna buy the car from you. And I'm like, yeah, but I wanna pay off my car. I wanna finish paying it off, then I sell it to you. He like, no, we can pay off your car. First off, when you said we can pay off the car, I went to the desk because when you say we can pay it off, I'm like, okay, I understand that part, but I can make my own payments on my car. I have no problem with that. Long story short, he let me know that I will be paying over, I believe, 15,000 more in my car than what my car's value is worth, rather than to start a new loan and to pay lower monthly payments, and they will buy the car for me. The check will come to me towards my new car loan. So he told me to talk with, he was like, now I'm thinking, okay, we finna sit down and talk business. You give me to the other guy saying, oh, you already talked to him. This the guy, he got you, he know what it is, blah, blah, blah. Now y'all know I try to record everything, and I did record. But when I got with the guy, he literally said, well, we showing right here, since you got great paying history, you done paid up on your car for almost 2 years. When I ain't had the car now but a year or so. But because you made on time payments plus overpay and your insurance, he was saying all this kind of other stuff that I was qualified for. What is the word I'm looking for? Something off. I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but pretty much a deal. So I'm like, yeah, but let's talk about this, how much I owe on my car. So he was willing to talk about it, but he said, I thought you already talked to him about it. Yeah, but I kind of wanted clarification. So he's like, what we gonna do is we losing. Because really, we paying back what you owe the bank. And you owe 30,000 in equity. And we paying that back. So I'm like, That's when the recording actually stopped. I had to call my sister because I wanted a real live person to hear this man saying that they was going to pay off my car and pay off my equity because of the service I've been giving to them and what me paying on time has rewarded me for, basically. Long story short again, we do the paperwork. He's like, yeah, well, we pay back the bank. You don't pay back the bank. We pay back the bank, and then you get the money from after the bank processes the payment. After we pay them, they process it. Then that's when you get your money, right? So I'm like, but when will I know? He was like, well, we won't know because right now all the banks was closed. I really kind of wanted to know, but I'm like, what can I do? The banks is closed. I come home. I ended up having to go back up there again because the light, they were supposed to fix the light and buff out all the scratches on my truck. I speak with the worker man, and the reason why I spoke with him was because I kind of need at least a grace period on when it was when the money gonna show up because I got two jobs, but I need to know how many hours I need to work on both jobs to be able to pay all my bills and make sure my car payments and stuff is straight. And like I told him, I don't be late for nothing. If anything, I overpay. When I feel like I can't get the hours, I'ma overpay what I already got and just be broke. He like, a check. And so I'm like, yeah, y'all said y'all was gonna pay me back for the car. He's like, yeah, we did. We gave you 37,000. And I'm like, okay. What it sounded like is what you told me you was gonna pay. You took what you was gonna pay, and you paid off the car loan with the bank. Now I ain't saying this in my out my mouth. I'm just thinking in my head. I'm like, not y'all offered something, then renege. And this away. Now I ain't think 37 just gonna hit me. I thought, and then he ended up saying, you don't even owe 30,000 equity. You don't even owe that back. You only owe 5,000. But what we did is he started writing on a piece of paper. Somehow we took the 37, paid this, and then we put the money left over on your car loan. It was $2,000. And then he like, well, at least it's something. I sat back there in tears. Like when I signed the paperwork with him, I already felt like I was in a legal binding contract after this man just told me how the process was gonna work. Now I'm back here. She tell me the payment is gonna be higher. So all I'm thinking about is, okay, so make sure you get a couple more hours on this job, but when the check comes, then at least be able to cover a couple more months so you can be able to get more hours, more money, okay, and then keep up with the payment. But you saying, literally the words out of his mouth was, I'm sorry he told you that way. It sounds like he need more training. I don't even know why. Well, he said, man, well, you is gonna get a check back, but it's gonna be for the cancellation. That's gonna be like 2,000. At least you getting that. I didn't say I was Nicki Minaj chauffeur. I didn't say I was Cardi B hairstylist. I worked two basic minimum wage paying jobs. I put up a couple bands into a car so that I could keep making money and keep paying on my car. Then you tell me you gonna pay this. I understand where y'all think that I should have been like, girl, you stupid for even thinking that. But when you sit here saying the rewards hike is cut in half because you buying the car back from the bank, I'm thinking, well, technically it is y'all car. The way you're explaining it, if anything, y'all gotta take responsibility for your worker. Sitting here lying and don't give me that, then you read the papers. Yes. But you know how somebody can come bring you something that say, we gonna give you this, you can sign it, and then they can go right back there and rip it up. And then the rest of the papers that you sign it as if you agreeing to this. No, I agreed to, yes, I'm getting a little higher monthly payments. Then they gonna sit up there and tell me it's gonna be lower monthly payments for a newer car and your insurance go down. Both of them went up. My insurance went up $200 some, and my car payment went up. After I already signed what the car payment was gonna be. You get me back here only to tell me that this is this way. And I still agree, like, okay, I'm going to make the payment, but I'm only going to pay like 2 months. And I'm going to hope and pray that the check is here by 2 months. I'm like, even if they gave me, I mean, I ain't even know it was going to be 37 back for the truck was the initial payment. I thought that truck was only going, they were going to probably pay me about 15 for that car. Even though I know I had a great truck and stuff like that, I know they in the business of making money rather than giving money. And how you expect, the thing is, I didn't expect to come in here and do a trade-off with a car that I have not physically paid off completely. And they just, well, you really making a mistake because you gonna be the what you paying on for the new car that I got now. You gonna be done put that plus the 48 into this truck by the time you get finished paying out. So it don't make no sense. Like I said, I had to call my sister. My sister actually can verify everything. It's literally everything word for word what they said. So you can't hold me accountable for what you told me. Y'all, I can't get that out of my head. And my sister like, well, maybe that's just how they do. I told you they fast talkers. And I'm like, Mookie, and I told you, I knew they was fast talkers. But they have to stick to the agreement. And because you put it on somebody else, I read reviews when people like what they do is they'll fire the sales associate. That's one way they'll try to make you feel better. If you try to push a lawsuit and stuff like that, they fire the sales associate. I ain't want him to get fired. I just can't believe he lied to me like that. I'm trying to, I gotta look at the live to see. It's like 4 lives where I was on there when I went there. But I kind of wish I would have never even called my sister. That way I could have had everything from the time I walked in there to now. To well, from the time I went in there to the last day, every second. Cause it don't make no sense. You gotta give accountability for what you lied for. And I'm thinking because it's our car and then the bank you just took out a loan. So that's just what you paying back for the bank to be able to pay out the car. This is what you're saying. So I'm automatically feeling like y'all ain't gonna have to pay what I was gonna have to pay back to the bank. Cause it's technically y'all car. It's what and you saying it out your mouth. Pretty much. I just wanted to build my credit. Like just like he said, you got the car with 7,000 some miles. You bought the car back with 7,000 some miles. You ain't drove the car. car in excellent condition. We gonna give you darn near top dollar for the car. Like I said, I thought top probably gonna be about 15. Didn't even think after calculations and stuff, probably wasn't even gonna get that. At least a couple of thousand to just be able to pay up. And I honestly was gonna look into that to see how much it was actually supposed to be worth. But motherfucker, that don't got nothing to do with that bank stuff that y'all want to do y'all selves. Reward me for being customer this and paying on time, and like I told you, in 2 years that car would have been paid off in less than that. My mama even agreed. Me putting my 10 on that this year, man, I would have been less than 15, 10 maybe. Not then you gonna say, yeah, we told you you start over on a new car loan. Yeah, you said start over on a new car loan, and what you were gonna pay me is gonna go in a new car loan. Make my payments cheaper. All in all, I'm gonna take the car back. I said I'm gonna take it back today. I paid my money. It ain't even time for me to make my first payment. It's about 2.5 weeks from now. I went on and paid my car payment. I don't know. I just paid already. He was like, "Don't you ain't even got it." He told me I don't even have to pay. He was like, "Just think about it, and you ain't even got to pay for 60 days." Turns out, I had 30 days, y'all. Just all around lying. 60 days. Then when you get your money for your car, for when you get your money that we pay for your car, you got the 2 months, then you get the money, and then you get to put that in your car loan. So you could do it. You could do. Yeah, that makes sense. But then it's all a lie, though. It was all a lie. And a part of me was like, well, you already paid for a whole another month, plus you got 3 weeks on them. But I'm like, no, I just feel like taking it back. Charging that 800 to the game. And I'm like, how the hell I'm supposed to get to work? I told y'all I missed the bus, so I guess that's how the hell I'm gonna get there. Yeah, I got my other car and can do I got my other car, but oh, Miss Reed, let me go back and read. That wasn't your fault. They lied to you. I just feel like it's my fault because every time I just think about how somebody can get over on me on money, just like I told you about Taco Bell, just like I told you about how they try to do it, Captain D's. It's like I be seeing like maybe you should have graduated. I don't even know if a graduate would have been able to catch them lies like that. Like, how y'all get to lie that bad? Just everything he told you, throw it out the window. I'ma show you how I do. Throw it out the window. Already? What? This is the day I'm coming and asking when the check comes. Not about to sign the contract. What do you mean just now you finna explain? When you should have been explaining the day that you offered to buy it, you should have been telling me how it's supposed to go down then. But you told me to trust him. He one of your top one. Blah, blah, blah. He a great this and that and the third. He ain't know a damn thing and explained to me. He kept going back there in the office with y'all coming out with paperwork. So now you want me to scratch everything he just said After my name already on the documents, now you want to show me how I go. Call this number to report them. But I swear to God, I ain't gonna cry about that. Ooh, I've been all worried. I gotta get a pencil and write that down, Miss V. You can also contact Attorney General's office. Where where is the money at? I told you, Miss V, he gonna try to say when he ended up showing me, he gonna try to say we did put money into your car loan for buying the car. It was $2,000. 2,000. I said, bro, wait a damn minute. Wait a goddamn minute. Then he gonna say, with a down payment, that makes your car payments cheaper. Well, he found out that I put a down payment on my first car and it didn't make my payments cheaper. He was like, well, now we built, I wish I can, if we wouldn't have, because now it's a different company. So he like, oh my goodness. I don't know why I was like that. If we were still Nissan, we would have made that cheaper. Like, what? But now we Bella, so we can't go back and get. So what you telling me? Because I already knew I got played the first time. But I said he did just what I signed up for. But no, y'all constantly play motherfuckers. Then the review so bad, I'm like, oh my God, I think I'm in a bit of a bind here. Like, how is this legal? That's probably why they changed the Bella Nissan. Exactly, they need to be shut. Now I can't believe this. He might as well have. He's might as he might as well have said, "You better take the money and be happy." People do not care. You can start that. And I got kids and bills conversation. Who you tell? I do too. I'll be Stop telling people you got any damn kids. Stop telling. Ain't nobody give a fuck about you. By the time you start realizing that, everybody just out to get just what they want. You sat up there and scammed the whole mom who working, just trying to take care of her kids, talking and actually trying to relate with you, making her car payments ahead of time, just trying to just be great. You gonna sit there and lie and just keep lying in my face just to make a deal. That's right. That word is supposed to be their bond. They always passing the blame on someone else. What model and year is the car that you had? A 21, 2020. And the new one is a 21. It ain't like I couldn't y'all honestly, it ain't like I couldn't went out and just dropped that money on another car. But when I said I wanted to do it, the advisor that I had pretty much said a cash car is not gonna help you build your credit. You need something where you make a payment. So I already had set up somewhere like with the rent, with all that. I'm like, why is that just not helping my credit score just go crazy? She said you need a big purchase. Something like a big purchase, making monthly payments. I'm like, oh God, why is credit so important? That's literally why. Wow. Starting a food truck business. I tried to reach out, tried to watch YouTube videos about it, starting up, this and that. People just made it seem like when you got great credit, you have investors, you have lenders. When you ain't making no money, you take out a loan. They'll let you get approved for a loan where you can get money and be able to put that back into your truck instead of having to park your food truck and then your money just going down the drain. It ain't like I'm not sitting here trying to do my homework. Trust me, it took a long time. I actually let money sit in the bank just to try to see, hey, do it accumulate? I'm like, no, I'm not ever, ever buying a car where I make payments. She like, well, you don't necessarily got to get a car. You can get furniture. Girl, I might as well get the car. Because ain't no freaking way I'm buying furniture and paying on it. And I got kids that the way my kids settle. Trust and believe me, I'm sad, sad, sad. But I came to the realization last night, I'm like, you just lost big time. They got you. Maybe you should have just, I feel like not listened to them, I don't know. But like I said, when you were explaining it to the T, y'all, I went in there like 4. We didn't get out of there almost 11 because that's just how much I wanted them to explain. Okay, so why would y'all want to pay that? What cause we doing it for you. We actually losing. We paying the cut. We like the bank when we financing we gotta pay. This is what is going on. All the hours. And I'm like, yeah, but that don't make no sense. Why would y'all want to pay back what I owe? Like I said, I had to call my sister because it sounded crazy. But she was like, yeah, well, and then we kind of like agreed that, well, it's their car and not guessing that, yeah, it's y'all, so y'all probably don't even have to pay to hold this back. Make sure you call that number. Yes, ma'am. Yes, your credit score is very important. Everyone looks at it from jobs to housing. And that's what I'm saying. I wanted to just put the money in a food truck. And he like, yeah, you can do that. But you gotta have a great clientele base. Then I go and see about getting a food truck permit, get my inspection. When I talk with everybody, like the police department, the fire department, because they was like regular customers and stuff, and they were like, even then you'll want to take out a loan and just pay back on the loan with your savings, pretty much. You want to have good credit so you can be able to do this stuff. Because without he's like, food trucks do thrive, but as a start off food truck, and then I couldn't open it in my city. They don't allow them. So you got to think about you going to another city, battling in competition with other food trucks. You might not make what you might think you're gonna make. You could, but you might not. So if you losing, all you gotta do is be paying back on your loan. Kind of like what I'm doing now with them. Not necessarily dropping thousands of dollars, but paying back on my loan and being able to still dip into my savings and provide for my food truck. So that's what I'm like. Let me just get my credit up. Pay out the truck, sell the truck. It was no miles, it was no nothing. Everything in my car was good. I ride the bus, get my other car fixed. I already told you if I'm gonna either ride the bus or yeah, I'm gonna be driving another car. I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna get it from Christina, but I wasn't even gonna have to worry about that because I already got the keys back. So yeah, drive my other car instead of putting miles on it, just like I did that one. Either walk or whatever, but not putting wearing out my other car. This is just to get my credit straight. make my payments on time, overpay. When I get a little something, make sure you 2, 3, 4 months, then okay, we good. Then worry about your bills, which I make sure my bills is paid. But it seemed like in order to just, ooh, that made me so mad about that credit, bro. Like, why? And then they like rent is only a certain portion on your credit, and that's if your landlord reported. So I'm like, but what about like what in the world? And the only thing can go on your credit that help your credit is a big purchase that you barely can even afford. But like they said, with a loan, they give you time to pay and this, and the third. You only pay a certain portion. So I'm like, okay, just work hard, pay off these. But I knew I couldn't afford for my payments to go higher. And like I said, they told me because I paid so much, and he actually thought my payments was lower because of my down payment. But they also said after a year they can kind of adjust your payments and things like this, right? But because that was with Nissan and they Bella, they can't do that. But if I traded in the car and I did this deal, then they would be able to make my payments lower. You bring me the paper of the lower payment. Not really lower, but kind of lower. But I'm also supposed to be receiving a check, so I'm like, okay, wanted it to be about 5, but okay, now I signed the paperwork for this. Get back there, it's higher. So now I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna get the check. It ain't gonna stretch like I thought probably, but I make more hours at work. By the time I put that on my car payment due, I'll be done made thousands of dollars. It won't fall behind until you clarify. He told me he handled the business wrong. He told me wrong. And in fact, I'm not getting none of it. Make sure you got that number. Yes, ma'am, I'm calling your credit. Oh, I already know. When was the last time that you checked your credit score? Today I'm supposed to be calling my sister. I'm going to check my credit score. I was so scared because I'm gonna be just honest with you. My first, when they bought that car back, it's supposed to went on my credit score. Only reason I can't see on my phone is because I got, at least it's not a new phone, but because I restarted it, I had to it knocked me out of my credit karma. So my credit karma, in order to change the password, I can't remember what she said I had to do to change my password, but I know it was this 3-step verification thing. So I was supposed to get to the 3-step verification thing, and so it's already on my sister phone, y'all. My credit score, cause my sister is pretty much my business advisor, really. I say so. A lot of my information she do got. But I was like, before I have to go, and then you have to wait till they call you or something. So I'm like, I need it right now. So I was like, I know she can just log in and do it real quick. And he said he's supposed to show up on my credit report, the paid truck paid off, right? And that right there ought to take my credit score up. So I'm like, okay, I want to see if it's actually on there. And then when I talked to this man today, he was like, and that's illegal if it's not on there on your credit score that the truck's paid off. I'm like, so you trying to tell me they can actually not put it on my credit? This is just too much for this year. No, you can get a credit card and make your payments on time. Will help with your credit score. It doesn't always have to be a big purchase. Like I said, like you told me the other day, Ms. V, you wish you would have got with me before. I did a lot of stuff. I did get a credit card, make little purchases, and that's where I started off. But I really wanted to open a food truck. I thought that because I was doing the credit card thing, it went like to about six something, and I ain't checking for a minute. And six is horrible. And something, a hospital bill pretty much, they gonna get credit to y'all. Just to let y'all know. But so I'm like, dang, I wanna do this now. I have the savings for this now. I need it. I just wanted to open it soon. I wanted to be able to just, it was either that or move. I'm like, if I move, I find another job, blah, blah, blah. But if I get my truck, then I can start my job and business over here, man. Girl clientele might be happy and everything, blah, blah, blah. Like you said, you wish you'd have talked to me before I did it. Your credit score sheet good. The way that you paid your car note on time, she seemed to be the only one who cares about you out of your family members. Yeah. Even like my uncles, I wanted to call them for advice about being there. But they done got fast talked by plenty of people that done played me. And they be, I mean, listen to what the man's saying. He sound like a deal to me. I mean, you want to sit there and keep paying the 58? You gonna be 58 when you can sit here and be 37, and they gonna pay off your car. I mean, he's saying 2 months, and they paying the equity, and they paying the payback. What else you want from me? He's sitting here telling you in your face. That's what they'll say. Then when they play me, they'll say, I mean, well, well, he told you, I mean, Kiki, all the time. People getting over people all the time. 2024. Everybody doing it. I just went here and they told me this, and that's all I'm saying, because they still up, and now we talking about you. If anybody, just to be real, I don't know if I brought it to y'all attention and asked y'all before I made the final decision, if y'all would have been like the same way. Well, if they saying all that, then it sound like a better deal for you. It sound like they trying to look out for, if anything, because you're a loyal customer and you getting points. Sound like by paying and keeping up with it. It just, that's the pattern that I feel like everybody would have been on. It sound like a bit. I mean, if he's sitting here telling you he can't go back on it, it's their word, like you just said, Miss V. They gotta follow their word. Word is bond. If he's sitting here telling you, and the other man, which is big, I don't forget, I call him Big something because he real tall, and he's standing right here. He's the second manager there in charge. He's hearing what y'all talking about. Keep coming over here talk. So it sounds like a better deal than what you're doing now. And your rate, what is the rate or something? Paying 13% down to 4% or something like that. Like, made it all sound good. You don't want to hear that. That's not helping you. Because just like I said, my sister was on the phone. And she was like, oh, that makes sense. Especially when they said that it'll take down my percentage or something like that. She like, oh, and then she started asking other questions. And she like, well, I mean, yeah, it sound like you'll be coming out way better. And then now it's like, when it happened, I didn't get what this man told me. She like, Well, they use fast talkers. That's why I never buy a car. That's why I just go ahead and do. I'm like, wow. And then through the bank, she was like, I wish you would have told me, because that's what I was trying to tell you. Get the bank from the credit union. I'm like, you do realize what just happened, right? Huh? He should have manned up and took blame for what the liar told you. Yeah, Miss V, he should have. That's why I don't understand why that's fair. And people say, listen, you got to listen. Read the contract, the binding contract. These motherfuckers don't even come out here with a contract staple. Even if they did, they still could take the the pen out and take what our contract. This man, one sheet of paper on it. You can see everything on it. He explaining this, explaining that. You deeply reading into it. Okay, and then he telling you how it's gonna go. Then you sign it. What am I failing to realize and understand? You gotta make sure you read them contracts to the T. Girl, the paper was clear as day. I can see everything. Only thing I wanted was what the bank agreed to pay back, or what you talking about. You waiting on the bank to issue the check to me because I have to go through my bank to get my money. I'm like, why do I have to wait on my bank? He was like, because that's how it works. He leaned back on the check because that's how it works. We have to wait. It's gonna come like that, like I'm rushing something or something. So I mean, of course you ain't gonna get no paper from the bank, being that it's 10, 11 at night. But I'm knowing the check is going to come because of what you're telling me. Call me stupid for sitting here thinking, oh, you thought they were gonna pay you and the bank. Girl, I sat up there and asked them, can I just pay my car off and then you buy it? No, because of what it is and the value, like as if they needed it right now because the value gonna go lower. And so he's on the line how he explained it. And I still was just like, yeah, but I just kind of wanted to pay off so it look good on my credit. Like he like, we gonna take care of all that for you. It's gonna look good on your credit card. We gonna pay it back. I said, let me close this line, call my sister, because what the hell? But like I said, we thought that the most they was gonna have to pay back is like 15%. We ain't think they were gonna have to pay back none of that. Because like I said, over the car. Now we didn't just assume, but still, you said you were paying that back. Should never said that out your mouth. You should be held accountable for lying. Then he up here talking about he paid back my bank 30,000 in equity. I'm like, my sister like 30. And he was like, it was 35. When he talked to her, I gave the phone to her. Turns out it was only 5,000. Which I still didn't want no equity. He was like, then the new car loan, you won't be in equity. Y'all, when I tell you it's just so much that he had to just keep telling me for me to even convince me. And like I said, the paperwork. I don't like to read, but I darn sure was reading. I really was. It did not one paperwork say, okay, so here we're gonna pay you 37. You owe the bank this. So we're gonna take the 37, give it to the bank. Then we'll pay you what's left. If you'd told me that, I'd have said, thank you for letting me know. I'll let you know when I'm ready to trade it in. Bye. Ain't no motherfucking way I would have sat there and agreed to something when I know just how much I make. We supposed to be quick little build a credit thing. Just quick little take me 3, 4 years, hopefully less. The way I was trying to just work and work, like I told y'all, I was trying to just do these 2 jobs until the kids got out for the summer. Then had already planned I'm going to another job that pays more, and I'm gonna also keep the other one. I don't think I ever can quit Captain D's, not unless they just let me go for real. Cause that's my favorite damn restaurant since a kid. I just don't know. Get one a day a week. I don't care. The other job pay more. I can afford to do a couple days over there. Just that was my plans. Keep my bills straight and this, that, and the third. I know that's right. They tried to dress it up to make it sound better to you. Why is that not illegal, Miss Valerie? And then let me tell you what he gonna say. When I was in there, he was like, explain. He was like, I don't know why he would sit up there and tell you that. Wait till he come back in. I need to speak to him. So he was like, he out the building right now, right, looking over. Tell me why I'm sitting there in my peripheral. I see him when he walked back in his little cubby. You bend down and now you writing like this. Now you done slid the chair back. Now you are writing on the paper. You ain't even call him over here. You didn't even call him over here the whole time. So I told you I wanted to put it in motion where I just see if it's any kind of way. I mean, just be real. When you bought that car back, I could have just built my credit that way. Motherfucker bought the car back. Cool. I ain't signing nothing else. Yep. Bye. Car paid off. If I would have knew I wasn't gonna get no goddamn money, I could have just had to live with that, y'all. I done lost this. But hey, we got the credit up. Gotta turn back on the baked potato. I gotta dry the baked potato for a minute. But hey, we got the credit up. I walked out of there with no more this, that, and the third in the credit up. Now I just gotta work on getting me my food truck and ride the baked potato until the end. But no, you literally sat up there and said the money would come. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna just pay off this truck. It'll probably look even way better. I got the money to literally getting the money to pay it off. Damn girl, you so stupid. So too easy to be true. It's too great, too grand to be true. But like I said, I never did a car. Some people can tell you the awesomeness that they were blessed with because of their experience at a car dealership. I done seen a motherfucker where they take 10 bands off of a car. I done seen a motherfucker get gifted a car from the car place. It ain't like it's just unheard of. I never knew that they could scam you. Just like the other day when I told y'all about this the little not federales thing, the little convicts that working on. Well, not convicts, but people that done went to prison working in them. Hell, they ain't even scam me. Maybe I should have got one of them so that way they be like, well, shit, you ain't got nothing but $40, put it on that move. And then, just make sure that y'all ain't got nothing for me. The suit and tie educated ones sitting here damn doing the scamming. He do stays busy. Oh, it is illegal, Miss Valerie? I know I got my video footage, but I would like them to actually have complete video footage where you can hear everything, see the deal. I'm just really hurt behind that. What She laughing at me, Valerie. I am, y'all. I could have been fine struggling to keep paying my regular payments. Because the only thing it is the second job just, okay, I need a little bit more money than this. Because y'all know at my other job, when I working there, I was getting a band. It was literally more pay. Got transferred to a new job. To make up them hours, I got another job. Even though I don't not getting the hours that I asked for on the other job, I'm making it up by staying and pulling doubles at the first job. The second job ain't giving me, okay, I'm getting more hours at the first job. Y'all know it's tax time. You can get your tax money and slap that on a bill if you need to. I don't know why everybody just think tax money is a lot of goddamn money. I would tell y'all how much I get back. You probably wouldn't even believe me. Let's just say under 4,000. Ow. But anyways, yeah, just working and now I'm not gonna bury myself to make y'all look good. Motherfucker, I don't even make myself look good. It ain't even like I'm driving them mug on people like, what's up, yo, bitch? Shit. It ain't even like a motherfucker doing that. Motherfucker is humble as shit. That don't go nowhere but the work at home to the grocery store. You heard me from me, yeah. This was an investment. So I thought. Ouch. Ouchie bananas. Whoa. Ouchie bananas. Ooh, 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 ooh. I went from paying 266. I went from paying 178, got that truck, 266. In a newer truck, 400. Hey, what the hell? What make what y'all don't want to have to pay all that money because it's a newer truck I'm getting. This is what I'm coming up in my mind. I'm like, I thought they say your insurance go up the older the car is because it's more liable to tear up, more liable to break down, more liable to have so many problems. The lady gonna tell me on the thing, she's like, yeah, like everything going up. Girl, so y'all trying to, girl, oh my God. Like it just, I'm getting slapped with bad news left and right. I need a mental day. I need to be in a hospital where they making me bringing me gelatin cups and and weird sandwiches. And then I got to request something from the hot side of the. I need to be up in there where the shower don't get cold. I'm clocking out, bro. I'm up here ready to drop a little something on my car. Like, okay, that's good for 5 months. Turns out that shit ain't good for number 2 months. For this new truck, 2 months. I'm like, damn. If the insurance wouldn't have went up, it wouldn't have been. It would have probably been good for a rollover 3. It's barely even the 2 months. And you gonna say if the car payment's gonna be low. And because it's a newer car and y'all know Trav, y'all know my insurance company. Oh, everybody, we know them. We got business with them. Oh yeah, your insurance when you get a 2020, it's gonna be way cheaper than what you paying now. Whoa, that don't make no sense to lie that bad. Oh my God. Are the kids out of school for the holiday? No, ma'am. They went to school. Yes, man, they at school today. So, and then I had to go off on my children a little bit with my oldest. I ain't really go off, but I kind of was upset because I keep giving y'all a little freedom. Like when I used to wake them up, have they clothes out. When I was still trying to be that type of mom, they'd yell at me, we older. We know how to get up. We not kids. We know how to go to school. Oh, I got great attendance. No, it's like, I thought it was gonna get better where I can actually just be at work all the time. Not even at, like all the time, but at least through the week when y'all at school. Then by the time, I mean, I gotta do what I gotta do to get some money, y'all. So yeah, being at work, not having to be at this one job, then have to leave and come get y'all and y'all at the house and doing this. Now I can't find you in your school calling, you done missed them in the day. Then I'm looking like a neglectful mother. You got two jobs and worry about your bills, and then that's what you driving. So it sounds like you don't care about your kid. I'm doing all this for me and my kid. If it was just me, that money would have been still sitting. Anything I make would have been sitting because I don't do anything. The same clothes, same everything, same goddamn hair, same fingernail polish for the last 5 years. Everything I got is the same. I could have been spending money on a butt lift. I could have been spending money on my gap. I could have just been spending money on me. It was there to spend. I wanted to make an investment to me and my kids' future. I'm like, ooh, that was triggering me about the credit thing. That was triggering me, bro. Why do I have to make purchases on something so big? But like I said, if it wouldn't have changed, if it I would have stayed with my loan. It would. I mean, I get it. I would pay five eight, but shit, I was making my payments on time and working and still being able to budget my bills. But then you let me know you gonna hit me with a check, which make me let me know. Okay, well, just pull a couple more hours and then you have that money on there. But in a couple more months, you got to be making this back because that I got to go back, to your car payments. Even though they paying this like this, you still got to make sure you make your money in it. I did start getting more hours because when the payments went up high, I said I'm gonna get more hours. She don't like me so much, bless me with hours, but I ain't getting the check for the car. So the more hours don't mean a damn thing right now. Not when it comes to that. Good morning, Isaiah. Schools here are closed. Yes, ma'am. My sister them, they kids out. Don't pay attention to what people say. You know what you need to do for you and your family. So I guess I did. I let my family down. I feel like when I first, like I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, my car could have been paid off in 2 years. My mom was like, when they told her how much I had already paid on the car, she like, well, she would have been, that would have, I know you would have had that in 2 years. I know she would have paid off in two. So that made me like so happy that my mama know I'm great at making my payments and stuff. And really, I only had to pay about $1,000 and something dollars within a year to the car. I put and just was working towards keeping my payments. Oh Lord have mercy. I might need to reach out to Cardi B them and see if they need an assistant manager. I mean not assistant manager, but hell, I don't know, a custodian at this point. Girl, honey, a door opener. It, ouch. Ooh, that hurt me. That hurt me. It'd been one thing if I could sit here and tell y'all, well, I just thought, and then, no, I know what I was told. And then people love to say, you can miss out your blessings by just thanking everybody out to get you. Cause that's how I'm like, nah, y'all be over talking, y'all be trying to do this and do that, and they all, why you feel like that? That's literally how they be up there. Why you feel like, no, we got you. If anything, we gonna let you know when we might feel like you need this. You told her you do. You're all in my business, Kool-Aid. Only do. Ain't no sense keep talking about it. Ain't even no sense keep talking about it. Because I was good standing with because he's still gonna cut my credit probably now, returning his car. That can mess up your credit. Sign a loan, back out of a loan, can mess up your credit. And I just was like, well, I paid for the month, even though you get 30 days to drive the car or whatever, and don't have to pay till after the 30 days. I just went on and paid it. Because at least I just was like, I guess it's my parting payment, parting gift, even though y'all been gifted all my damn money. And my car. Y'all, I hated this car since I got it. But it made no sense the way they was explaining it to keep the car. I told my sister I don't like it. She like, well, yo, it ain't about that. It's like you saving money. You gotta think. Then you see them paying all this interest on that car, and they telling you they can bring the interest rate down because of the newer car, and they gonna pay off equity and with the bank owe, and give you your money for your new loan. Toward where the money gonna go in from your towards your new loan. Yes, man. I pray you can't take the blame for their lives. Only reason I'm trying to take the blame is because what can I do, Miss V? I can only pray that I could win this if it even went to court, or when it even go to court, or if I can even get it to be heard by somebody. But I don't know. I guess people would think because I'm older, I'm this age, I should be able to see through people's eyes and see when a dealership is con artisting me, a whole bunch of con artistry going on. The people are blaming you. Well, girl, you should have knew that better than that. You too old to be thinking this. Thinking it is one thing. Somebody tell you about the qualifications and because I paid this on time to bank, this when they pay it back. So we thinking because how I paid that y'all wasn't gonna have to pay too much towards the bank because how the financial thing. At least that's how you kind of explain it to us. Didn't make no goddamn sense to me because I said, well, I owed it. He like, that's what you owe back. But when we go up explaining it, now for me to be sitting here can't tell you nothing. Like, well, they told me and then I had signed. No, I'm telling you exactly no. And I thought they said that's one thing. Yes, ma'am, I'm out. You see that you can't believe anything that they said. Yo, now that I don't got no car and my money, I kind of can't believe it. I ain't got no goddamn choice. You better believe that you are not the only one that they scammed. Whoa. When I went on the site, it was so many people. And then the Better Business Bureau, everybody going off on them. They like, you enter your information, they steal your information. The Better just read up on the Better Business Bureau. Because I told you, when I tried to file a complaint about my job, everybody telling me BBB. And then when I seen that Nissan thing, I'm like, and then everybody, well, a couple comments, Nissan them fell off. They full of cons. All they try to do is get your money, put you in a deal, in a contract, change the contract. Like one girl, she said her car was 25K. She signed off the paperwork for 25K. They hit her with some fees, made the car 20. Now I'm like, dang, that ain't that far off. But I still, if you said 25, why is it 29? And then her car payments, it was just a lot of people. If you go on the Nissan look complaint list thing, I was just saying like, oh my God, I actually might be screwed. It's so many people that have got over. This one girl just had bought the car, her whole freaking wheel fell off. And they told her since she signed the contract, there's nothing she could do. She could pay the 2K. 2K. And and they told us, like he told me, you got a warranty for this, that, and the third. You don't have to pay nothing. She said on the thing where they said you have a limited warranty, extended warranty. She had to pay the 2K with the extended warranty. I'm like, woo, that's crazy. Just thinking, they told me I had the warranty too. Anything could happen. And what? The deductible is crazy. But she paid the deduct. She had to pay 2K out of pocket for your wheel falling off over a car you just bought. And like I said, it's just so many pages. I couldn't even. I just got sick looking at it. The BBB needs to be shut down too. I know that they had some terrible reviews. Terrible, terrible reviews. And then they was like, BBB used to be a trustworthy site years ago. I told y'all, everybody out the scam. Legal government businesses is being able to fuck us over. And you do absolutely nothing about it. Talking about, but you signed the paperwork under the impression, under the agreement of what we verbally spoke about. And the stuff that I'm seeing on the paper. I didn't sign anything that says we pay this to the bank, you pay this to the, and then this and this. We give you this, it goes here. It didn't say, none of that came to me. And I signed off on it. I didn't sign off on something that says my monthly payment is gonna be this, and mates get slapped up to this whenever we feel like it. I know how much I signed off on how much my total cost of my car is. How much a month I had to pay on my car. The rest of the freaking documents, which I can show you them. And it ain't nothing about the money side. But what, oh Lord, I can't believe this. Exactly, they should have told her about the extra fees, yes. They need to be boycotted. Nobody should be doing business with them. Too bad we the little people. They don't listen to us. It's like I want to crawl in the hole right now. Just think about it. In 2 years, a year and I believe it would have took me 2 years because once I found out you don't have to just rush and make payments, I started slowing down and I wanted to see month to month to month, do it like that. So it'll probably been the whole 2 years. They said the longer it is, it make your credit like go up. So I'm like, oh yeah, because they say even if you go and buy a car cash, it don't bump your credit. Like I said, I was just trying to find out everything I could. The car that I wanted to buy, I could have been bought it, cash and everything. Like I said, it was an investment, and then in 2 more years, I would have had my car paid off. In I believe with the new car loan, it would have took me 2.5 more years to pay that card off. I had already set in place just how much I'm gonna put on there, just how much I'm gonna have to work to make sure to maintain my bills. If they would have stuck to that agreement, it would have been 2.5 more years. I probably would have stretched it just because it makes, like I said, they told me that the longer you pay on it, keeping the payments on time and consistent, the better it look on your credit report. Which was crazy because when I went drop cash on a card, they, like I said, they said they won't help your credit. Paying with cash, it's the monthly on time for the credit people. Them seeing it like that. Oh yeah, just let y'all know. That's where I stand. Dang, in 2 more years. This year, and by the end of next year, he was like, it'll probably take you what, since it took you that, most people take up to 6 years, and it'll probably take you up to 4 years paying like that on your new car loan. So I'm like, yeah, but I'm trying to get that big be three, because he wasn't gonna take this one number two more, and then I know the next one, once I get the check, it'll be three, at least three. Yes, ma'am, I guess I'll go ahead and call them before it get too late anyway. And I'm finna call them right. Oh shoot. Oh my God. I, oh, I would show y'all these deep whelps in my butt from sitting on this bar stool. Good Lord, that hurts so bad. I need to get some more pillows. I be trying to put pillows on here. Then I come here and Jadez got the pillows laying in the chair with me. But I got the number, Miss V. Let me make sure. Let me go back and make sure it wasn't a one, cause all I got is 800. Yes. I'm wondering. Miss V, give me a second. I'm finna see if this is the one I called this morning. Hold on, just a second. No, that's not the one. This lady gave me this number and told me to call, but she actually told me it was like a holiday. I didn't even know it was a freaking holiday. Cause yeah, the kids always out for holidays, so it didn't even ring. That it didn't make me think that it was a holiday today. I mean, I'm already struggling and getting my money for three. Well, the money that I have now for my old car payment would have been for 5 months. For 5 months, I wouldn't have had to worry about y'all. And then I would have been working to pay only my bills. But since I got played, ain't no way I'm fixing to sit here and keep. No, it's just no. That would mean both jobs I would work pull doubles at both jobs. How the hell is that even possible? How? Without just not being a mom and only thinking about Nissan. Put Nissan first, kids, whatever. I understand they bad and this and that and the third, but I still got to be here for my children. Y'all have to just take accountability, bruh. Yeah, he lied, and I don't give a damn about that. God forgive me for cussing. You got him on the. He should be in the back. And then I don't, like I said, I don't want them to be firing him because you lied. You lied too, and you the boss. So don't go just nitpicking with him. You lied too. You was in that same office when he kept going back and back and back and back. You was in that same office. Don't give me that horseradish. Okay, Miss V, I'm finna go. Let me know. Yes, ma'am, I will. Love you, Miss V. Talk to you in a. I'll text you what they say, but I got a whole nother number that I'm going to call. And I'm going to check on my schedule for the other job. But if I don't call you, then I'm definitely going to text you and let you know. But love you, Miss V, and I'll talk to y'all later.